Once upon a time, a group of people embarked on a journey aboard a ship. They enjoyed several days of merriment, indulging in food, drink, and song. As the ship sailed across the vast sea, however, their joy was abruptly shattered. One fateful night when a fierce storm struck, causing the ship to sink, the passengers hastily boarded lifeboats, desperately trying to save their lives as they drifted away from the sinking vessel. One man found himself stranded, alone, unable to find a lifeboat. He clung to a rubber tube and jumped into the treacherous waters, buffeted by the raging storm. He felt lost and hopeless. Overwhelmed by fear, he lost consciousness. When he awoke, he found himself washed ashore on a deserted island. He surveyed his surroundings, realizing that he was utterly alone. Disheartened and uncertain, he pondered his next move. He yearned to be rescued, but saw no sign of his companions or the ship he'd been aboard. Sitting beneath the shade of a tree, he contemplated his predicament. Suddenly, an idea sprang to mind. Remembering that smoke could attract attention and aid, he searched for dry wood or grass, failing to find any. He reluctantly decided to set fire to his clothes. Despite his efforts, the smoke produced was meager, and he burned his garments without success. Frustration and anger welled up within him, and he directed his ire at God, questioning the purpose of his suffering. Resigned to his fate, he resolved to make the best of his situation. He explored the island and discovered guava and mango trees, as well as broken coconuts along the shore. These meager provisions alleviated his hunger. Nightfall arrived, and he struggled with fear in the darkness, unable to sleep. Determined to secure his safety, he gathered wood from the forest, creating a fire that provided both light and warmth. Night after night, he repeated this routine, ensuring his survival. Inspired by the need for shelter, he gathered more wood each day, gradually constructing a simple yet comfortable hut. Finally, after months of toil, he had a place to call home. The man rejoiced in his accomplishment, cherishing the newfound stability. One fateful day, a fierce wind swept across the island. Fearing for his safety, the man hurried back to his hut, only to witness a devastating sight. The dry bushes near his dwelling had caught fire due to the gusting wind quickly spreading to his humble abode. His heart sank as he watched his months of hard work go up in smoke. Overwhelmed by grief, he cried out, cursing God for his misfortune. Why, he wondered, would fate allow him to endure such trials and tribulations? Amidst his tears, he drifted into an exhausted slumber. When he awoke, he felt a jolt and heard voices. Startled, he opened his eyes to discover people surrounding him. They were Navy personnel who had come to rescue him. They carried him back to their ship where a doctor attended to his needs. As his condition stabilized, the curious rescuers asked about his ordeal. He recounted his tale of survival and questioned how they had found him. The Navy officer explained that they had seen the smoke rising from the island and decided to investigate. Unaware that anyone lived there, they had found him unconscious and brought him to safety. Then he said that people who had sunk here with me, they must have reached home, living comfortably with their families. It was my bad luck. Only that I was rotting here for months. Then one officer said that you might not know, but no passenger has been found from that shit yet. You are the first. On hearing this, his senses flew away. Now he started crying again. But now it was due to happiness, and he started thanking God with folded hands. Because now he understood whatever was happening till now was all for his good. That is why it had said that whatever happens, happens for best one. Just needs to understand it and thank God. This story teaches us that many times we consider the current events or accidents to be our misfortune and curse them as God or someone responsible for them. But after some time, when we look back and see the changes in the present situation in our life due to that incident, then it is understood that what happened was good.